1 Corinthians 9, verse 27, where Paul says, "But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means when I preach to others, I myself should be a castaway." And today I want us to really focus on this first phrase, "But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection." And there's something in this verse that I bet you've never heard before. Notice again, I keep under my body and bring it into subjection. You know, if you have a newer translation, it could even say, "But I beat my body black and blue." But when you read the Greek actually says, "I beat the lower half of my face and bring it into subjection." Well, now let's think about that. What is in the lower half of the face? Your mouth. Your mouth will disqualify you if you don't get control of your mouth. Your mouth determines whether you go higher or whether you go lower. You will follow your mouth. And when things begin to happen like Paul had been through in his life, he had to get control of his mouth, because the mouth has a tendency of just speaking, complaining, griping, and if you listen to it, your mouth will negatively affect you. It will take you down, 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 until finally your head is so filled with negativism that you are disqualified. You can't do anything. You've pulled the plug on your power because you've been listening to your own mouth. And the Greek literally says, "I beat the lower half of my face black and blue." Now let me ask you, have you ever said something and just wished you could just slap yourself for saying it? There are times when you've got to say, "I'm going to take charge of my mouth. I know what I feel, but I'm not going to let my mouth be the outlet for what I feel." Just beat the mouth black and blue, your own, not somebody else's. Take charge of your mouth until finally you make it your slave. You bring it into subjection, and you make your mouth speak the word of God instead of all of that negativism, and your mouth becomes your instrument rather than your enemy. Paul knew if he was going to stay on top of it, he had to get in charge of his mouth. So do you. So do you. You don't have to say everything you think. There's a lot of things you think that you ought not to say. You need to submit it to the power of God, submit it to the Word of God, get your mind renewed, and make a decision. I'm going to speak those things which edify and take me higher rather than things that take me lower. If you do that, it'll really help you run your race.